Hello, 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 and welcome from Louisville, Kentucky, Waterstep organization, which is one of our jewels of city of Louisville, which are connecting people with great minds, great hearts, and key on bringing something really, really fantastic to those who need. So I hope you guys all are excited about this tour. I met every day in Louisville. I'm always meeting somebody who is giving me more and more great energy. I'm just gonna wait for a few of you guys to hop in our streaming. We're streaming only on Facebook today. We are not using our application, just the Facebook. So hello, hello, hello. For all of you who are just coming across, my name is Anna Krejci. I am owner and founder of Surroundings Polish Pottery here in Louisville, Kentucky. We are one of the largest importers of handmade ceramics from Bolesławiec, Poland. I was born and raised in Poland, and whatever is happening right now in Europe, that horrible war which struck Ukrainian nation, and Poland been involved so much in humanitarian actions and support for Ukraine is, we lost connection. Okay, we got, all right. Is giving me that opportunity with knowing so many of you all over the United States, and not only United States, to giving me out opportunity to make a difference and get you involved if you like to. So we are going to work very, very close with Waterstep on directly supporting hospitals and civilians in Ukraine. And this with Waterstep, and I'm gonna just introduce you our friend, Mark Hawk. Hi, Mark.
It's an honor to have you here, Anna. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Welcome to
Come
Waterstep.
closer,
Okay.
come closer.
I like being close.
We match. We match.
Yeah, very
I
nice.
like blue. Do you like
Me too.
blue? That's cobalt, actually,
Nice.
right? Yeah.
Love that.
Yes.
Well, it's great to have you all here at Waterstep, and Anna, thank you so much for inviting all your friends. And we're looking forward to a great tour. Our hope is for us to come together and be able to provide a partnership that will actually impact lives in Ukraine, of those that are needing safe water, that are needing disinfectant. We can tell you some more about the equipment that we provide. We've had the honor of being able to be a part of 2 shipments already with groups in Ukraine. So it's very exciting, and I think, Anna, you're going to take us to the moon to be able to have an impact. I've been thinking a lot, you touched base on Facebook the other day. And
and we talked to almost midnight.
Oh, it was great. I know, it's
my
crazy.
husband is falling asleep on the chair. Your wife is probably thinking, what is
Well, my wife was doing the same thing. She says, why are you texting her? Just call her. I was like, oh, that's great. Let's just call. So it was a wonderful conversation, and pottery is perfect. We love pottery here at Waterstep. We have a mug that we make every year, and we're big on any vessel that can hold water.
We have to make you money.
Well, we're ready for it. That's exactly right. So anything that holds water, and pottery is such a powerful tool across the ages for cradling water. And our goal, of course, is safe water for healthy lives.
You know, Mike, what I feel the most, all of us, all over the world, we want to do something. We want to make a difference. And we feel, especially after 2 years sitting home because of COVID, because of other reasons, we feel like this is just too much, and how we can get involved. So with that beautiful product of pottery, and our lots of our artists are Ukrainian, so it's very important for them. And we have some which feel they can fight with the brush, not with the gun.
I like that.
So
beautiful.
we really, and our fantastic customers and friends all over the United States, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, they jump on. We sold 200 plates in 2 hours.
It's amazing.
So
I cannot
we would
imagine.
like to donate the percentage we are dedicating for help in Ukraine to something very, very productive, which is gonna take people a long way. And I know you guys have some experience in Africa, right?
Yes,
You already have some
We work in about
filtration.
60 countries. Yes,
Oh my
ma'am.
God, that's wonderful. So let's go maybe show everybody.
That'd be great.
Yes.
Let's talk. Let me show a little bit about behind us, a little bit
Yes.
some history. So, Waterstep's 27 years old. We've been working in over 60 countries. We're very excited. This year, we've impacted over 2 million people in the first quarter of the year. We've never done anything like this. We call these people field consultants, and they're not paid. They're volunteers, but they're passionate for their communities. They're passionate to build, passionate to others to do projects and to multiply that, and they're doing a great job.
Okay.
So many of these folks are amazing. I'll show you one gentleman right here. You can see this guy right here. This is Jean-Claude. He lives in Lexington. It's not far from here. He is a physician from the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Wow.
Well, the Ebola virus in 2019 went
Yes.
crazy. And so he used a bleach maker that we're going to talk about in a few minutes
Yes.
that we've been using in Ukraine. And he was able to put a team of 100 doctors together with 100 bleach makers. They put a strategy together so that anybody in the country that was suffering from and moving around, living around a lot because of Ebola, because of the Civil War, they would find disinfectant. And the Minister of Health for the Democratic Republic of Congo told him, sir, because of your relationship with these doctors and because of the bleach maker that Waterstep has, the Ebola virus has been abated. Very powerful. So you've got everybody from people like this to this is Lucy. She's 17 now. She was 12 here, and she climbs mountains and raises money for Waterstep,
Wow.
and has done so many water projects around the world. She's amazing. We're real proud of her. So everything in between, these people are very successful in relationships and in finding ways to empower
Very
people to have
influential.
help. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. for
Wonderful,
sure.
wonderful.
Yep.
So I see that room with lots of
Yes,
shoes,
ma'am.
and that's how we met.
I
10
know.
years
Oh my
ago.
gosh.
10
Shoes
years
brought us
ago.
together.
Yes. So the story.
And you've got the cutest shoes on today.
Those are my.
Tara, can you show us our shoes here?
Those are my folk, Polish folk. Those are Polish folk.
Perfect.
Shoes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Now these are my most comfortable cowboy boots
Those are
that I
cool
got up
too.
here at Waterstep.
There
Used.
we go.
Beautiful, fantastic.
So we started when I opened Surroundings in 2014 on Frankfurt Avenue, a little store. We want to be, I mean, you are part of community. I mean, Tara, my neighbor from Clifton, right? So she will always come and make sure we have people coming, and we make enough money to pay for our electric bill.
Those were the days.
Those were the days. So I was searching for somebody who is doing he's proactive in community, and I found Waterstep. So I think you actually brought me that bin, and we were collecting shoes, and it was wonderful. And now those shoes we're gonna show you guys, and that's when that all project started, right?
Yes.
With the shoe.
Fantastic.
So let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Tara,
Here we
come
go.
hang with us.
All right, we're coming.
So this is a warehouse room. We're in this wonderful building. We've been here about 8 years now. And when in this room right here, there was actually a tree growing up in the middle of the room, and it had been abandoned, the building, for 20 years. So we were able to remodel this and purchase this with a lot of help. But as you were saying, Anna, look at all these shoes. So
Yes.
behind that door are a lot more shoes. We get those boxes. We try to fill up 56 of those every month.
Mhm.
It saves 3,000 pounds out of our landfill. And then we pair these up and we sell those to an exporter who sells them all over the world. It does about 18% of our budget. So it's a very great business
Right.
model for us. And then those shoes are then sold to mom and pop shops all around the world. You may have traveled somewhere, even in Ukraine, and there's a little shop, mom and pop shop, or they've got a little table, and there's some shoes. You're like, well, I wonder if those came from the United States, and that's how they get there.
They came from Louisville.
There you go. It's perfect. So this is a great. Earlier
Yeah.
today, we had probably 30 or 40 children here from a school St. Francis. They
Sorting
were sorting them, and then the mayor came over to love on them. So we've had a lot of energy just about shoes today. But it's a great way to get those relationships going like we did, you and I. And so that's got us together, and now we're saving lives together.
Wonderful. So from that product, if we have any question, Ray, just stop us and do you see any questions?
I don't see any.
No, any questions? Okay.
Holler it out if you do.
So so if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. We're here to answer any questions. So from these shoes, you start to produce pipes, right?
So right. So
Yeah, how does the shoes turn into water?
That's a great
That's the question.
So I'll say it like one of our children said it today when she looked at the mayor. She said, shoes equals safe water. Shoes equals money equals safe water. Is what she told the mayor. And so that money allows us to provide the tools that we design and create that we'll be showing you in a moment to send around the world. So for example, a lot of shoes have been sold. Part of that money helped us send equipment to Ukraine just the other day. Yeah.
So how many, you said you sent 2 shipments, right? And those were shipments with some antibiotics.
This last shipment had medical equipment and drugs and 40 of our bleach makers, and then some pallets of food to go into Ukraine right above Kyiv, where it's really, really terrible. But we found a route to get them exactly. Denise that works for Sears at SOS found a great route, and they're in a critical area. One of the things, and I'm sure you and your people are the same way, the last thing we want is what we're trying to raise money for and do, because you said it just a minute ago, we all want to do something.
Yes.
But we don't want what we do to end up in a line
somewhere
stuck.
in a limbo.
That's right,
Yes.
in limbo. That's
Yes.
right. So we haven't had that. And then the 100 units that we sent prior to that ended up actually in MASH hospitals and field hospitals and hospital facilities really all over the country. And we were honored to have the Ukrainian Special Forces actually escort those into the key areas.
That's wonderful. So you are shipping with our local UPS,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Which is the largest hub in the nation.
Yes, ma'am.
It's in Louisville, Kentucky. Are we streaming or we have issues?
No, we're good. I'm
We're good?
monitoring your stream. You're going in and out a little bit, but
Okay.
that's okay.
Okay. Sorry we are in a warehouse, so we may have
I'm
some.
good.
We are using UPS as a partner who is transporting all this to Germany. From Germany, after sorting and warehousing, is on the vehicles brought to through Poland.
Yes, ma'am.
Through Ukraine.
Yes, ma'am. That's what we understand.
Okay. Okay. And those are the people, because I was saying to you guys, logistics right now in Europe, in that part of Europe, Poland, are very, very critical, very hard for transportation, because 80% of people in transportation business actually were Ukrainians. So overnight, the nation is incredible. It's no question in their mind. They are not thinking about them safety. They won't go and defend their country.
Wow.
So they go. So lots of those people who want to come back to Ukraine are driving those convoys with the equipment to Ukraine, and they do not come back.
Right.
That's what I
That's
understood.
what we were told
right?
too, as
Yeah.
they go and they stay.
Okay.
And it is, it's humbling. I don't know about you, but when I think about, I'm going to do this good thing, but what this good thing is, puts it into the hands of someone that puts them in danger to do that good thing. It's a whole nother level of humility for me.
Yes.
It doing good things warms my heart, but when it's in that situation, I just pray that it's the right thing and everybody's going to be okay. And it's kind of when you're working in a war situation, it's kind of like putting your big girl pants on.
Yes, it is tough.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's go show
Okay.
everybody this wonderful equipment, because that's what I let you take.
Yes.
I let you talk about it.
Yes, ma'am. So we were talking about Jean-Claude earlier, who's in Lexington. This is the tool that we developed for him to use in the Ebola virus, and it's just been a rock star for us. We call it the bleach maker.
Very simple.
Very simple. And to be honest with you, I didn't tell you this earlier, this process was invented in Louisville in 1896.
1896.
We were known as the graveyard of the West.
There we
Our
go.
water was contaminated. People were sick so bad here. We got a bad reputation. And a man named William Jewell was the first person to show up. And he said, let's put a salt solution together. So, for example, with this one, we hold we put a cup and a half of salt in this container. We put water in here and we shake it up. And this tool right here has metal pieces that go to a 12-volt battery. It's the same thing William Jewell did in 1896. So we put this in here, and then we have these leads on it here, and we can plug these leads to a 12-volt battery. In an hour, we're going to have a very, very strong bleach that we can use in medical situations, that we can make water safe with, we can treat water with, we can treat surfaces with, we can do wound care. It can be used strong or diluted. And you might be thinking, well, where are you going to get a 12-volt battery? Well, in a war zone, you might get somebody's vehicle, right?
Yeah.
So all you need is an hour. We're going to put this on somebody's vehicle and be able to create this solution.
This is crucial. I know lots of you are on medical field, and I really feel how crucial this is to survive and to save lives and to sustain with no aftermath disaster, right? So,
you know, and I don't know, for you and I, we're looking at this. Of course, you were over there when the war started.
Yeah.
Bless your heart.
I was in Poland.
Right,
so,
exactly. But for you and I, looking on, so I remember the situation where all those people were in that big building, and they had on the parking lot, children are in here. And so imagine having a lot of people living there, what the sanitation conditions are.
Exactly.
This changes everything.
Yes.
Because then I can sanitize where people are living. In the world, we use this in orphanages and schools and all sorts of different places, as well as medical. And the great thing is I can use this with that 12-volt battery in a car. However, we also have a piece of equipment here that if I happen to be in Poland or in a situation where I've got electricity, then I can simply plug this here, right? And then this plug here, it's
to electric outlet.
To electric. And it's designed to be a computer plug so I can get the end anywhere in the world.
This was my question.
Yes.
Because we have different
There
outlets
you go.
in
That's
Europe.
exactly right. And so what this does is it transforms any plug in the world anywhere into 12 volts and makes the bleach maker work.
Right.
Yeah. We've got great, smart
gold.
people. It's
Yes,
wonderful.
that's
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the tool is extremely versatile.
So what's the cost of that unit?
Right. So together, this is about $450.
Only?
Mhm.
Okay.
And it gives you the capacity. You're going to be able to. It comes with a few other odds and ends, but it's all about 7 pounds and fits in a small bag.
That's important.
You can test the bleach to make sure you're making it strong enough.
I
It's
can
got measuring
scent
tools for it, and you can smell it here.
I can scent it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, at Waterstep, we love the smell of disinfectant bleach.
Of course.
Yeah, it's everywhere. So it's a very powerful tool, and I think this might be a great tool for us to try to get in the hands of more people because they're requesting these more in the medical field.
We all saw the pictures, the footage from Ukraine. We know that the towns are destroyed, and many of you remember the pictures from history books of Poland from 1939 through entire 6 years of war, when the cities were destroyed. 90% all infrastructure. In Bolesławiec, when they make ceramics, this was only place in Poland making ceramic pipes, which was repiped entire country.
That's
after
an amazing
and
story.
This is how
oh my gosh.
And this is how that business actually survived. And right now we have those beautiful mugs I brought you, and we have people who are really, really enjoying sharing and using that pottery and allow us to raise money for equipment like that. So how many pieces like this you sent out already?
140 so far.
140
The dream
so
would
far.
be, I think we we've thrown out a number. We think we could put 500 out, and they would easily be used.
Absolutely.
The great thing about this too, Anna, is these are virtually indestructible. There's nothing to break, so they'll last for years. So even if the war stopped right now and everything was stopped, the rebuild, the process of trying to bring people together and bring health in communities, these tools are still needed. So I think there's quite a few that could be.
Yeah, and they can be shipped out to places in the world like Africa. Like
Of course, we
places
do that
which
every day.
really. So what is that big boy?
Well, this is what we call our WOW card. It's water on wheels.
That's
card.
the wow cards we
Yes.
were talking about. That's
Yes.
our goal.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, we got to get one of this. We have to send it one to Kyiv.
Yes. The woman in Germany is asking, her medical people are asking for one of these to get into Germany, to then take into Ukraine. The gem about this, and this doesn't have all the parts on it at this right now. This is, we were showing this to some people earlier. This has the bleach maker here. You can recognize this. It's got its own makes 5 gallons of bleach. And as I said, we could do that in an hour. It's got filtration on it. It's got 2 large filtration canisters here. It's got ultraviolet on it, UV, for disinfection. It has our disinfection machine that creates chlorine gas. It's got a dual fuel generator. It's got pumps that can push and pull. It's got solar power. It's got
Solar power.
Solar
Love
power.
that.
It's got a 12-volt battery, and then it's got a charging station and electrical outlets. So I can charge, if I'm a disaster worker, I want to charge my phone,
Yes.
my computers, etc.
Yes.
There's nothing like this. We were able to respond in Louisiana here in the United States. We were able to respond in Western Kentucky.
Bowling Green. I mean, my daughter was
Exactly.
on the
There you
meter.
go.
She
That's
was on 27th floor
Yes, yes.
in her dorm. And yeah.
These are the tools. We're going to put 8 in Western Kentucky with the Kentucky Rural Water Department here pretty soon. We've had the Kodiak Island Coast Guard has purchased one. The Kentucky State Public Health Department.
So this is for hospital. This will operate.
You can put it in a hospital. You can put it in a disaster worker base where people are gathered. You can put it in a school situation. You can put it in a refugee camp.
Yeah.
Anything like that. This can manage a lot.
Excellent. Excellent. So what cost on this?
Well, I think for Ukraine, we can get a gift of $15,000 for each cart that we buy if we can match it with $25,000. So the cost is $40,000, but I think if we get it in chunks of $25,000, if that makes sense, then we can pay for this.
We can pay for that.
Now the shipping would be extra, but we can start putting these together and getting them to Ukraine.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do our best. I know you guys have a link when people can donate money.
Yes,
as well.
waterstep.org. We have a Ukraine link, and then of course I'm sure you're going to talk more about your passion
Yes.
and the event that's coming
Yes.
up that we're humbled to be a part of.
Yeah, I just posted. We just received from the kiln. From the kiln came beautiful vases made by one of our Ukrainian artists who managed to come back from Ukraine to Poland through Latvia. We were talking about it, how all those circles goes. And she made beautiful vases. We're gonna be in action. So please share. I mean, please share when you are watching this right now in Tara feed and surroundings Polish Pottery. Please share as many places you can because this is important. That's what Mark and his team are doing. It is everywhere where help is needed. They are the people you want to know, to reach them, because they're gonna do anything to jump through the hoops to get you that so you can breathe and you can sustain and you can survive. So we're gonna have raffle tickets on our basis. We already are over $5,000 from our collection of the plates, which are gonna be shipped next week.
Fantastic.
So of course we have holidays, but hope to get in between the Easter and between Constitutional Day in Poland, so the first days of May are off. So,
Yes.
we try to
Sure.
kind of sneak and get that shipment. So Ceramika Milena, a wonderful basis, Ceramika Kaola with Andrzej Pachom, when you guys love this artist. Beautiful hearts, the heart I am wearing, and I know everybody are keeping eye on it.
We were watching that. Yeah, we're hoping you just might take it off and set it down. I think Lisa wants to grab that.
So we're gonna have a Ukrainian flag. We also have marks made by Andrzej Pachom, the Anka mark, which is shape design for surroundings Polish pottery. We pre-sell over 90 of them. This is a 3-people operation. So you guys are not big too. How many people?
We have about 10 on staff.
Okay, so,
full-time
yeah.
and part-time, and
Yeah.
then hundreds of people out in the world, and now wonderful partners in Europe. We never imagined we could work in a place like Europe.
Well, City of Bolesławiec took 40 orphan children to, home in City of Bolesławiec. So anyway, we're gonna have the mugs, we're gonna have the plates, we're gonna have the vases. Plus, I know they are making more. Andrzej Pachom is making beautiful, I even didn't show you, beautiful sunflower decorations, which we're gonna be in action and donating a percentage of that towards this goal. I think 25,000. We can do it.
Wow.
We can do it.
Beautiful.
We can do it. When is your next shipment?
Well, we don't have one yet because we don't
Okay.
have the funds to get the equipment. I think we could be sharing a shipment together. Yes.
We can, and we can talk to our partners
Yes,
with
ma'am.
UPS because they are fantastic. We grew very nice relation with them as we are shipping a lot, so we have nice relation with
Fantastic.
UPS. I was actually with Jefferson County Search Dog Association.
Really?
Tara, remember with my dog Minka, with my
Absolutely.
German Shepherds. I was trained for disaster. We trained with the Louisville Fire.
Wow.
So Jefferson County Search Dog Association is volunteer or 100% volunteer organization responding to disaster. Only accredited organization in Kentucky
Fantastic.
who will respond to surrounding states as well, and train all these beautiful filtration systems. And because this is disaster,
Right.
when you walk on a war zone, everything is polluted, nothing is safe.
Right.
It's the same with tornadoes. We just had last night. You guys made it okay?
Mhm.
Everybody good?
Yes.
Because we did have south of Jeffersontown was touched down.
Mhm.
So our warehouse is fine, but I'm not gonna take any more time. Do we have any question? Do you see anything?
Yeah, my cousin in Oregon is watching, and he said, sad to hear talk of refugee camps for such a civilized country.
Yes.
Reflect on that a little bit, Anna.
Well,
It's very hard.
it's very hard. If I will go on, I wouldn't stop. So I have to little bit maybe pace myself. But the way I am seeing all the situation in the modern life and the technology and communication we have, and the respect to each other, we learn to grow based on history. Every nation. I was thinking I am moving from Europe, from Poland, when Poland lost independence 3 times. And we fought that horrible war when nobody helped us beginning. What Poland is helping right now, Ukraine, that's why is that the response is just so huge. And we live in times like this when we should learn from history, right? That's what everybody tell you, learn from history. But another saying is the history is like a wheel, it's going around, unfortunately. It's like we cannot learn. And in the times like that, we have one bully who marching in and destroying people's lives. We cannot allow this to happen. Today is Ukraine, tomorrow who gonna be next? Poland? Can we go farther? I don't want to go farther. I think we have enough technology and resources and human power, people like Mark, like Tara, like Terry, like Lisa, and all of you. We can make a difference and we can say no. And we can put a stop to some point. We have politicians working together. We have nations working together. And thank God for that. Thank God for European Union and NATO. Otherwise, it will be a completely different story. So we have lots of work to do.
Absolutely.
We do.
So before we conclude, Anna, give us a quick rundown of exactly what we are going to ask people to do. What's the call to action to help support this partnership with Surroundings Polish Pottery and Waterstep? Tell us what we're going to ask people to do.
Okay. So what I will need from you guys, the best way to communicate with us and be up to date what's going on, first of all, and I know I'm going to sound like marketing person, but like Surroundings Polish Pottery page. Please like and follow. We have a wonderful app, Surroundings Polish Pottery, when we're going to be offering those beautiful one-of-the-kind pieces of art, functional art, which we're going to be donating big amount of percentage to the Waterstep Foundation. And so we can buy that big guy because we want it. I want it. And you know what? And you know what? I get what I want. I am an achiever. I am a doer.
I believe that.
A wow wagon.
Yeah, right. So please like Surroundings Polish Pottery. We're gonna be in app, Facebook page, like also Waterstep. We're gonna cross-post our sources. We're gonna post the link for donations. For everybody who's gonna donate, can you, Mark, again say what is the name of your link?
Yes, it's waterstep.org is our website, and our Facebook is simply Waterstep. We have Instagram and all that stuff too.
So waterstep.org and donate for Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're gonna make donation, please put Surroundings Polish Pottery, SPP. You can put your name. If you want to be anonymous, put anonymous, but put SPP, and we're gonna have a beautiful, beautiful gift for you, one of the kind. So for all the people who are gonna donate, of course, we're gonna have fabulous drawing, and we're gonna have lots of beautiful pieces of pottery, which gonna be meaningful. They all are meaningful, but they're gonna have special meaning. And I hope for all of you to feel part of what is happening. We're not just sitting at front TV. We're not watching movie. Unfortunately, Hollywood wouldn't come up with this kind of scenario. So please, if you cannot donate, you can do so much by sharing, by following, and just spread the awareness. And thank you so much for being with us. And thank you so much for your excitement and your support, because if we wouldn't have that, we will be just sitting and pulling hair of our heads. Mark almost have nothing to do, so I'm sorry. It's just.
When do we expect this to happen, Anna?
I think first week of May. I hope we're gonna celebrate Kentucky Derby. We're gonna celebrate Kentucky Derby in May 7, and like I said, we are very fortunate in our Surroundings Polish Pottery community to celebrate Mother's Day twice in May, because in America you celebrate Mother's Day in May 8th. In Poland we celebrate every year in May 26th. So I am thinking every day about all those mothers in Ukraine and all those children who lost their mothers. And I think with that double power, we can triple power, because we have so many people with beautiful hearts, and we can make this month very special. So first week, 7, 8 of May, and then we're gonna be following everything depending of the shipment from Poland. Everything is handmade. They work overtime. One of our artists is finishing orders of plates, Ukrainian plates, and he going back to Ukraine to fight for his country.
Wow.
So with that, peace, love, and Polish pottery, and may God bless everyone and your families. And happy Easter. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you guys so much. And what I want to do while I'm still live is just kind of walk around and just show, the entire showroom here, Mark, because this is so fascinating. So many people have not had the opportunity to actually see what the inside of Waterstep looks like. And I would like to just do that with you real quick. So
we're so thankful Anna came in to bring us this idea. This is her vision.
Yep.
And we're just blown away by that.
Yep.
So part of the other parts of the building, This is our manufacturing area. We manufacture primarily on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Wow.
And in here we'll have 15 to 20 volunteers. We have a little lab area over here. We're actually creating some new versions of the bleach maker that can do more in certain situations. We manufacture some other equipment here that makes water safe and some other parts and pieces. We have some well drilling equipment. If you go to waterstep.org, you'll see all the things that we manufacture on our store.
Pretty cool.
And the people here are just amazing. They're very committed. They're all, like I said, they're all volunteers. They have a 100% success rate in all the equipment that we've put in over the years. Nothing breaks, and they put it together perfectly, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And they're very committed. When you come in here, Tara, you might want to think that there's a lot of activity and dancing and loud talking and yelling. That's very quiet. There might be some music on, but these folks are very serious. And it shows how committed they are to make sure everything's done right. We're looking at a new version of several tools that will be able to injection mold in Southern Indiana, hopefully by the end of the year. All the time we're adapting, we're changing, we're morphing to solve problems better and meet the needs that people are bringing up.
Very cool.
The wow cart itself that we showed you has been
Ooh,
in
look,
process.
look what I
Some
found.
snacks.
Cookies.
It's tough to get those keep those peanut butter pretzels too. So the wow cart is about a 7-year project, and like I said, this version is the one that we're really putting out in the field pretty heavy. We're building up 8 of these now. But we had to have its own special place.
Sure.
It's got a lot of pieces and parts that need to be kind of have their own work done on them because it's very customized. And so we have these 2 rooms that we've built out for manufacturing. We have 3 or 4 gentlemen that are here just about every day, focused on the wow cart and developing it and getting this version out. This version is just a rock star. We're very proud of it and very thankful that we've been able to put it together.
Absolutely
So,
amazing. And how much does one of these cost, Mark?
$40,000, and we're with Anna's vision. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get these into Ukraine for $25,000.
Cool.
You like
Strong. I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is
For some reason, I was thinking that's a PC file.
not at all. No, it's
Yeah.
it's a plastic coated steel right here. Everything on here is rugged and made to last. And like I told you, our chlorine generators, our bleach makers, they're virtually indestructible. We've had them in the world working for 20 years.
So the plastic is an isolator from any possible current, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it's not right. Again,
Oh, they're
corroded
talking
or anything
technical
like
now.
that. There you go.
Well, that's the safety.
Yep.
That's
That's amazing.
You see, a plant can know about current too.
Ask Mark how he and I met.
Yes, Mark, tell me the story.
We met walking in a park on a regular basis, and my wife and I would walk our tree walker coonhound, and Tara had a tree walker coonhound, and
I remember.
those were like the only 2 tree walker
Yes.
coonhounds we knew in the whole city. And
Yes.
so it was great to have them together, and we walked a little bit and got to know each other over time with that.
Pretty
So,
amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, about
That's
a year and a half
amazing.
ago, Jazz died, and she was 16. She was amazing.
Beautiful,
yeah,
yeah.
wonderful dog.
Yeah.
And now we have a blue tick coonhound. My wife and I are big coonhound people.
That's right.
There
So
we
we love
go.
the
You
Pretty
will like
amazing.
Polish ogar. You have to check Polish ogar. It's
Okay.
one of the coonhounds with like a dent in the head.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a typical Polish breed. We have only 3 Polish breeds. We have that ogar. We do have Owczarek Podhalański, and the Lowland Polish Shepherd.
Wow, amazing.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I'd like to look those up.
Pomeranian
Yes.
is
Pomeranian.
Also, is also Polish because he's from Pomorie,
Okay.
from the part of Baltic Sea area in Poland. So we have 4.
That was my first dog, a Pomeranian
Really?
Sheltie mix. Yep.
There we go.
Fantastic.
Well, you guys, is there any more to see?
Well, we can see this
Okay,
big room
let's
in here.
let's take one more look at the
It's,
room in here then.
It's got something kind of special in it.
Awesome.
This is, if you've ever seen a little girl anywhere in the world and she's pumping a hand pump to get water out, they break.
Yes.
And so we have the only indoor year-round well repair school on the planet. So upstairs above us, we have those hand pumps and a variety of those that you can learn to repair. And then these are aquifers. It's all simulated. So we're pulling these cylinders out of these containers, repairing the pipe, the threaded pipe, and the threaded rod that comes up through the cylinder, the casing there. And we're teaching people a 3-day course how to do this. My favorite story is when a good friend of ours, Bill Smock, he's the head surgeon for the Louisville Police Department, took 20 men and women from the Louisville Police Department to Tanzania. We shipped these tools over here. We designed. It's a lighter version of the tools that come with the hand pump, but they trained 10 teams of 30 people live how to repair hand pumps. And those folks had a job after that. So here's actually a shot from that school that was happening in Tanzania. Here's some guys right here. They're pulling a PVC casing out of the well, or they may be putting that back in after repair. But what's great is everything that we have people can use this to make money as an economic fuel
impact.
for them and impact. So it's great. And that's one of the things I love about our hand pump repair program. So this is kind of fun. We'll show you our water ball. Tyree, you want to roll a water ball around for us? So this is fun. Yeah. So
I should put my gas with me.
there you go. There you go. Love this. So the orangutan at the Louisville Zoo and the polar bear have one of these. It's a ball that a gentleman designed as a student in Austin, Texas, and he gave us the patent. For ladies, instead of carrying water on their head or their back, they can roll 3 to 5 times more in front of them and not damage their spine or mess their hips up in childbirth.
I need something for carrying pottery. I can all day long, lots of pottery, but this would be disastrous.
Yeah, I would think maybe the pottery would break inside.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we're about to send, we just sent a bunch over to Sudan. We're sending more over. We've got some in Senegal, a large grouping in Kenya. So this is really building momentum. We're very excited about it. We're hoping to manufacture these. We have a meeting this week that's happening in India. We're hoping to manufacture these in several countries in Africa and India. And it's just amazing the power that this has.
Quite incredible.
Yeah.
And what's that?
So this is another well part up here. This is what we use for demonstration. So it's got a lot of the bells and whistles they're on at full throttle. We have Zoom calls probably at least once or twice every couple of weeks. This is a 500-gallon tank that we use in the testing of it. But you can imagine a tanker truck, which we've done in disasters, that the well cart treats that water on a regular basis. It provides water for showers even, and cooking and cleaning and drinking and that kind of thing. But this is kind of our Zoom demonstration area. If you'd like to sometime, once we get going, if you want to demonstrate something, we can demonstrate equipment together if you want to do that.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. We can do it in May.
Awesome.
Like a first
Sounds
week
great.
of May. Yes.
Sounds great. These are some pictures, very common. These are pictures from Nigeria, actually, from a gentleman that went over there and did some stories for us. We have a lot of our equipment there with an interesting group of Christians, Jews, and Muslims that work together to reach out to people in these impoverished areas. And so imagine I'm collecting this water, I'm drinking it, my family's getting sick. But now these people are able to treat their water. They actually use the bleach maker a lot. They filter the water through a t-shirt, and then they dose the water with bleach and make it safe to drink. This is another area that's very similar. This is near a refugee camp in one of the areas in Nigeria. Wow. And these children are sick all the time. Well, they're not now because they have this tool. So it's great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Good job, you guys.
Thank you, Tara.
So proud of you. What a great partnership you two have. This is going to be fantastic. Mark Haas on a great sheet.
I'm just along for the ride. It's a beautiful, beautiful vision. Thank you all for being with us today.
Waterstep and surroundings, Polish pottery, going to benefit Ukraine. Details to come. Watch this live stream. Go and like and follow Surroundings Polish Pottery as well as Waterstep. And we will keep you up to date. This is all going to be happening in May.
Bye.